Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's draw a Father's Day inspired landscape today. It's gonna be super easy. So let's start with painting the background gradient. So use darker and lighter colors to give a nice gradient to your sky. So I have used, you can be creative, you can use any dark or lighter color. Just make sure follow the patterns where I have put the dark color, where I have put the light color, where I am putting the sun structure, how I'm putting it, how I'm using the dark colors, how I'm using the lighter colors, where is the dark color coming, and then just use the Gausian blur to blur the layer, and you should be okay with it. So just use the Gaussian blur after you get after you put the strokes like this. You'll get like this kind of gradient, and then draw a valley like structure or a land like structure like this and fill it with a dark color just like this, and then draw your human structures. You can use reference from Pinterest or Google Images. If you are a beginner, I would suggest that do practice drawing them from the scratch. If you are having troubles, you can always trace the image, no issues with that. Even I trace it if I have very little time and I'm working on a lot of engagements. Otherwise, I prefer drawing the structures from scratch. This helps you improve your drawing skills. And then you need to fill the structures with solid colors. I use black colors here. And make sure and do adjust the level of the human beings and the land. It shouldn't look like the human beings are actually flying over it. So just do that, and then let's draw the cloud. We'll just draw one cloud, like one very dark cloud. It's like the dark ones which you see in the sky, which are just about to the rain when it's about to start. We see the dark clouds. So yeah, just put circular motions of dark colors like this. So that it roughly looks as a cloud structure, and then put some lighter shades over it, so it will all be the lighter and darker shades. There are a lot of stamp brushes on cloud available. I'll leave you the link in the description from where you can actually get the stamp brushes, but I suggest if you're a beginner, do practice drawing the clouds. All you have to do is put darker and lighter colors in circular motions, and just use the smudge tool to keep on smudging them until you are actually happy with the results. So I learned like this only. I prefer doing it like this. I don't like using stamp brushes for clouds and all. And you don't have to be perfect here, because let's be honest, clouds are never perfect. It's always raw, rough. So you can be creative about it. Wherever you feel that too much lighter colors have come, just put some darker colors here. So for the brush hairs, for the clouds I used the soft airbrush, both for the brush and for the smudge tool. So, and just keep on, and when you smudge it, do it on semicircular motions, so that you get that outer darker effect, and then the inside stays a bit lighter. So just observe how I'm putting the strokes here. Just keep on doing this, and as I told, keep on doing this until you are happy with it. And again, no need to be perfect here. You can be as messy as you want. It's good for practice. So keep on doing unless you get something like this. So I'm happy with this. I'm happy with how my cloud looks. Yeah, so we'll go with it. If you do want a little bit of detailing again towards the end, you can always do that. And I'm happy with it. Now let's draw the raindrops. So the raindrop layer will be below the cloud layer, so that it looks that the rain is falling, like from the raindrops are falling from the clouds. And put some little bit of darker shade, slightly darker shade, and then mostly will be lighter white shades. So use any kind of brush here. I used a flat brush, so to give, and the opacity of the brush should be 100%, because we are anyway gonna use a motion blur to show the raindrops effect, like a heavy rain as it falls, like that. So here you can see that the raindrops are falling on the umbrella, so which protects the girl. And then make sure you draw some away from the umbrellas also, to make it look just look a bit realistic, just like this. And draw some raindrops behind the human layers to see that the girl is to show that the girl is protected from the rain. So you keep on doing unless you are happy with the structure, and then once you're satisfied with it, just use a motion blur to it. And then you can use a foliage brush to add some foliage on the ground layer to make it look rustic. And then put a light kind of use a luminous brush and put some lighter strokes here, and use a Gausian blur to show that when the rain falls over it, it actually brightens the ground a bit. So just like that, it looks good. I mean, it's again optional, you can be creative about it, no issues with that. And then just use a mask on the rain layer to remove the excess waters which are not looking good over the ground, just like this. So I mean, we are almost done with our landscape. It's almost done. So yeah, this is how it finally looks. Do your version and don't forget to tag me on Insta.